there, beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see from the title, what I would like to talk about in today's video is how you can tell if your depression is actually caused by an energetic interference, by a parasitic being attached to your energy field. And first of all, before getting started, I need to make a very important premise, which is that if you've been suffering from depression, or actually any other type of mental issue, I need you to understand that depression in this case is always caused by not one but several factors. And one of these factors could actually be health related. So it could be some physical issue, some medical condition that you're not aware of. Like, for example, a B12 deficiency is usually associated with depression type of symptoms. And there are many other medical conditions that can cause depression. But usually when you have one of these medical conditions, your energetic field is going to be affected, because what affects the body automatically affects the energetic field. And this means that you are gonna become vulnerable to psychic attacks, to a parasitic being attaching to you, which will then make any symptom you might already have even worse. So it's not just one factor, it could be both. So what I want you to do is to, if you haven't done it yet, I'm sure you have already done it, but just to be sure, please check in with your body. Take care of your body, of your physical health. Give your body all that it needs. Pay attention to it and love it, honor it, respect it, because it is your vessel. And to work at its best, it needs you to give it all it needs. And having said that, let's get started. So once you make sure that there is no physical health condition going on, how can you know for sure if your depression is actually caused by energetic interference, by a parasitic being interfering with your energy? Well, first of all, watch your dreams, okay? Your dreams are always very telling of what's going on with you, with your energy. If your dreams are particularly dark in nature, so first of all, if you're one of those people who remembers their dreams, then please notice if your dreams are particularly dark in nature. If, for example, you wake up and you remember having a horrible nightmare, or if you remember being chased by an animal, or being hurt by somebody, or I don't know, if you had a brutal argument with somebody that you really care about. Because I need you to understand that the people you see in your dreams aren't always who you think they are. So even though they appear as some of the closest people in your life, so for example, I don't know, your dad, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, your best friend, they're not always who you think they are, okay? So it doesn't mean that just because you dreamed about, I don't know, your husband, and your husband was cheating on you, and that was your husband. That was probably not your husband. That was probably an entity messing with you to feed off your energy, to cause you pain, to cause you suffering, and feed off your energy. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are very important, because not only they will tell you what's going on in your subconscious mind, but they will tell you what's going on in the astral field, okay? What's going on around you in the astral field. And they will show you who are you interacting with at night. Because, as I said, the people that you see in your dreams aren't always who you think they are. And if they cause you pain, if they cause you distress, it's not them, okay? You're probably not dealing with them, with the real people. And then if you're one of those people who can't actually sleep, who suffers from severe insomnia, for example, then I want you to notice, why is that you can't sleep? What is that disturbs your sleep at night? If, for example, you sleep for a little bit, just for a little bit, and you then wake up and you remember having a dream, what was this dream about? Who was in your dream? Was the dream particularly dark? Was it a nightmare? What type of dream was it? Because again, if the dream is very, very dark, it was nightmare, if it's something that caused you pain, caused you fear, then there is somebody interfering with you on an energetic level, okay? 100%. And then another major sign of energetic interference going on is if when you wake up, you feel this very heavy sensation in your chest, an extreme sadness, or I don't know, a feeling of doom and gloom, something that is very heavy in your chest, in your heart. Or you can feel this heaviness, this darkness all around you. Or maybe if you are as if like you have a cloud, a very, very heavy and dark cloud all around you. Or if you're particularly intuitive, you might notice that this darkness is coming from a side, like a specific, like on your right side or your left side. Or if, for example, it's coming from behind you, you can feel there is darkness, there is this very heavy energy around you. Try to notice if it is coming from a specific side, okay, of your body, or if it's just generalized, but just pay attention to this. And if you wake up and it's already there, so you're feeling very sad, very depressed, and it's like almost like a desperate kind of feeling, and you can't pinpoint the reason of these feeling, then there might be somebody interfering with you. There might be somebody actually causing you to have these very, very low vibrational feeling and emotions. And another sign connected to this one is if you start having suicidal thoughts and feelings. And these thoughts are going to be very extreme in nature, as if like it's the end of the world. Like they're going to be very dramatic, very exaggerated, and they might also be very specific. So for example, I don't know, you're like laying down and all of a sudden, boom, you hear in your head somebody telling you, jump out of the window, like something like that, something very specific. Or I don't want to go into details, but thoughts that are as if coming from somebody else. You hear them in your head, but again, if you pay attention, you will notice that they have a different frequency to them. Pay attention to that, because you will notice that some thoughts have a different tone, a different frequency from your own thoughts. The reason why they have a different frequency and tone is because they are not yours. They're coming from some being attached to you, whispering them in your ears. And then another very typical sign of energetic interference that might be causing you depression is if throughout the day you start feeling as if somebody is watching you. So you might be doing something, I don't know, nothing special, but you feel as if somebody is watching you, as if somebody is staring at you. And you have this thought and you like, maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just my mind. And then you have it again, and then you have it again. Pay attention to that. You might actually start developing like paranoid thoughts because of this. And this is also very typical in schizophrenic cases, but it is not exclusive to schizophrenia, okay? It could be related to any type of mental, if it is only mental disorder, because if there is some being attached to you, then you're gonna hear his thoughts. Okay, you're gonna hear the voice, the thoughts of this being in your head, as if they are your own thoughts, as if it is your own voice. So pay attention to that. And then another sign would be, well, this is actually not a real sign, but I want you to pay attention to the times throughout the day where you feel the absolute worst. I'm gonna use myself as an example, okay, because I have suffered from this myself. So when I used to suffer from depression, and my depression was specifically caused by energetic interference, I would notice that I would feel the absolute worst in the afternoon. So if you are severely depressed, you are, of course, always in this very dark mood, in this very dark energy. You're always feeling down, you're always feeling low emotionally. But you're gonna notice that there are moments throughout the day when you feel the absolute worst. In my case, it was usually in the afternoon, in the late afternoon. So I will usually take a nap. And right after waking up from a nap, first of all, waking up from a nap was an absolute nightmare. It was as if I had this huge weight on me and my eyes were impossible to open. I literally couldn't open them because they were so incredibly heavy. And when I actually managed to wake up, I would feel horrible. I would feel absolutely horrible. The worst thoughts and feelings would come up. I would feel like as if the world was about to end, as if my life was about to end. It was really, really horrible. And I started to notice that this would happen, especially in the afternoon, in the late afternoon, right after taking a nap. That's how I started to recognize a pattern. And I started to notice that I used to feel this way whenever I would fall asleep and I would have a being interfering with my energy. And then right after that, I would feel absolutely terrible because of this being still interfering with me, still messing with me, and causing me to have all of these feelings, all of these very, very, very negative thoughts. So pay attention to that. And then the last major sign is actually a sign that is gonna sum up all of the other signs, which is if all of these thoughts, feelings are extremely, extremely dramatic and tragic, like if there is a lot of drama, a lot of heaviness, all that you feel is very intense, very, very, very dramatic. I don't know how else to explain it, but you will know because you're going through it. And every time there is this like feeling of the world is about to end, my life has no purpose, I am useless, there's no reason for me to be here. Every time these thoughts and feelings are very intense and very, very dramatic, I can assure you there is somebody right there with you, interfering with you, whispering thoughts and causing you to have these feelings, these very negative emotions. How do they do that? They activate your energetic centers, okay? That's how they do it. They have a cord attached to your energetic centers. They activate it, and that's how they cause you to have all of these very, very, very negative thoughts and emotions. So I just want you to notice that if, apart from feeling drained, exhausted, super, super tired, you also feel this drama, this intensity of extremely negative emotions and feelings, because the more intense they are, the more excruciatingly painful they are, the more probable it is that they are being caused by an entity, okay, by a being interfering with you. Now, there are of course several other symptoms, but these would be the ones that are the easiest to relate specifically to anti-attachments. So now that we have talked about them, how do you actually deal with all of this, and how do you stop it? So I already made several videos on this topic, but to explain it as simple as possible, I need to understand that you have an agreement going on with one or multiple of these beings. You have made an agreement with these beings, even though you didn't realize it. It was completely unconscious, but you have given your consent to this being or to multiple beings to enter your energetic field and to interfere with you. Now, as you made this deal, this agreement, and again, this agreement you made wasn't made on a conscious level, but on a completely subconscious level during your sleep, probably, but it was in an unconscious state. You were completely unconscious, and these beings know how to trick you, know the words to say, know the right things to do, to make you agree, to have you give them consent to enter your energetic space. And so since you have given your consent, and since you have decided to take part in this agreement, then you are the one who's in control. You're the one who can actually put an end to the agreement. You can put an end to this agreement. You can revoke your consent you're given by simply making a statement. A statement in which you actually tell this being, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested anymore, and I want to end this deal. I want to break this contract I have with you, and bye-bye. And the statement could be something like, I might have made an agreement with you, I might have given you my consent, but now I'm gonna break this agreement. I'm gonna break this contract. You are expelled from my energy field once and for all, now and forever. And you repeat this statement over and over and over again until you'll be sure that the entity is gone, and you will know when it's gone. You will know. If you notice that even though you are repeating over and over this statement and the entity doesn't go away, please keep going. Keep repeating this statement every single day if necessary. The entity is gonna leave. Watch my previous videos and you understand why. You will know why is that. What you command is law, always. Please watch my previous videos and you will know what I'm talking about. And if this sounds too complicated, you can simply watch my guided clearing meditation that I've published not long ago. I'm gonna link it down below and you'll be fine. You'll be free, I can assure you that. I'm also gonna leave you other videos that I believe might be helpful to you on the same topic. And that's all for today. So I really hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you soon. Okay.